So, I've showed you how to do all the steps up until this point in my previous videos. So, now we have a pretty even, smooth cake. The top is pretty level, the icing is an even consistency all the way around. Now we want to get it that smooth, professional look. The first thing I do is, I know it seems a little strange, but I boil a pot of water, sit it on my little silicone pad there, and your spatula, if you get it good and hot in the water, and then, you know, shake it off, even wipe it off if it gets too wet, and then take it, put it on the side of the cake like this, and slowly run it around. Every time you take it off the cake, clean it off with the boiling water and put it back. Run it around. Okay. Now, after you've done the bottom, you can put it on the top. Run it around like that. Spin it with this one hand while you're holding the spatula on the cake with the other hand. And see, it's getting pretty even, pretty smooth. It's not perfect, so keep doing it until you're happy with it, but light pressure. If you see spots that, you know, doesn't look quite right, just go over it again. I'm not gonna get it completely perfect for the sake of the video, so you don't have to stand here and watch me do that, because I take a lot of time doing that. Now, as far as the top goes, so you have cake buttercream that's creeped up from where I went around the bottom, and that's what you want, because now we're going to create those sharp edges, and it's not as hard as you might think. So I'm going to take this, clean it off in the boiling water, shake it off, make sure it's not like soaking wet or anything, but it's still nice and hot. Take it and I put it along the edge and just push it like that. You're gonna have icing left over on there, just, it'll melt right off in your water. Keep going all the way around, smooth it over like that. It looks like it would be super hard to do the sharp edges, but it's really not. You just do that all the way around. Okay. Now you see that left a pretty sharp edge there. I'm not going to worry about completely getting the top perfect, because I'm going to stack this cake, but if you want your top perfect, you know, just do the same thing you did on the bottom. Spin it around. Do it until you're happy with the hot spatula. At this point, if you run the hot knife over it and it's still not as smooth as you want it to be, get a Viva paper towel. It has to be Viva. It can't be something like this, because this has patterns in it that will go on your cake. Viva doesn't have any rivets in it, and it's also a specific material that makes it not stick. But what you do is you would take the paper towel, I'm just going to use this one for demonstration purposes. Wait until the icing crusts over just a little bit. Wait till it, dries a little, because it's going to be still pretty wet from freshly putting it on and putting the hot palette knife on it. So wait, maybe 5 minutes until it's not so wet. And then you would take this and put it on the sides. And this is a fondant smoother, and just smooth it and then turn it and then smooth it, and then you can do the same thing to the top, put it on there and smooth it. I take a lot of time doing all this. It looks pretty good in the video, but if you look close, you know, there's lots of imperfections, and I try to have as little imperfections as I can. So just take your time, use those methods, keep at it. If you mess up, it's just icing. You can scrape it off and start over. So don't stress about it, because if you stress about it, you're gonna mess up. So at this point, you're ready to stack or put your decorations on there or whatever else. But I recommend, before you do that, to chill it in the refrigerator. So at this point, after it's as smooth as you can get it, stick it in the fridge to chill for at least like 30 minutes, and then put your decorations on, then put your buttercream designs on, you know, then stack it, because if you try to do that when the icing is too wet, the littlest bump is gonna just devastate and you're gonna have to start over. So take those tips, smooth your cake, and I'll do another tutorial about how to stack and add your decorations another time.